Elon Musk is not simply the richest individual alive today. He is the first human in history to accumulate a level of personal wealth that rivals the economic output of entire nations. His rise to an estimated net worth exceeding $700 billion did not happen by accident, speculation, or inheritance, but through a unique combination of strategic vision, extreme risk tolerance, and long-term capital control. Unlike traditional billionaires who built wealth through incremental expansion, Musk engineered platforms capable of reshaping entire industries simultaneously. His fortune represents not just money, but leverage over technology, infrastructure, and future economic systems. Musk understood early that true wealth is created by controlling systems, not by participating within them. His first major breakthrough came from recognizing that digital platforms could scale faster than physical capital. The sale of PayPal provided Musk with initial capital, but more importantly, it provided him with strategic independence. Rather than preserving capital defensively, he reinvested aggressively into industries most investors considered irrational or impossible. Tesla was not designed merely as a car company, but as an energy, data, and manufacturing platform. By vertically integrating production, software, and infrastructure, Musk ensured Tesla controlled its own economic destiny. This structure allowed Tesla's valuation to reflect future dominance rather than current profitability. Financial markets reward perceived inevitability more than present earnings. Musk mastered this principle better than any modern entrepreneur. SpaceX followed a similar logic, focusing not on short-term revenue, but on long-term strategic capability. Launch cost reduction was not a technical goal, but a financial weapon. By dramatically lowering access to space costs, SpaceX disrupted a government-dominated monopoly. Control over space infrastructure translates into control over communication, defense, and data flows. Starlink transformed satellites into a global cash-generating network with geopolitical relevance. This created recurring revenue combined with strategic leverage. Musk's wealth accelerated as markets recognized that his companies were not isolated businesses, but interconnected systems. Each success reinforced the credibility of the next venture. Credibility is one of the most powerful financial assets in existence. Markets began to price Musk's future ideas before they materialized. This phenomenon allowed him to raise capital on terms unavailable to competitors. Equity dilution became a strategic choice rather than a constraint. Musk repeatedly leveraged stock-based compensation to convert future expectations into present control. His personal wealth became directly tied to company valuation rather than cash extraction. This alignment reinforced investor confidence. Risk was not eliminated, it was concentrated and amplified. Traditional financial logic would label this behavior reckless. Strategic finance recognizes it as asymmetric risk optimization. Musk consistently bet on technologies with nonlinear payoff potential. Artificial intelligence, autonomous systems, and advanced manufacturing form the core of this strategy. Data became as valuable as physical assets. Tesla's vehicles evolved into data collection platforms. Software updates transformed hardware into appreciating assets. Few corporations have achieved this level of convergence. Musk's control over narrative played a critical role. Markets are not purely rational, they are psychological systems. Musk leveraged visibility to influence perception, momentum, and valuation. Volatility was not avoided, it was weaponized. Short-term market swings strengthened long-term positioning. Institutional investors were forced to adapt rather than resist. Musk's wealth crossed a psychological threshold once his holdings surpassed traditional billionaire benchmarks. At that scale, wealth becomes political and strategic. His influence now extends into energy policy, space governance, artificial intelligence regulation, and defense strategy. Governments interact with Musk not as a businessman, but as a system operator. Few individuals in history have held comparable leverage. This level of concentration raises fundamental questions about power distribution. Wealth at this scale reshapes markets simply by existing. Capital allocation decisions influence global supply chains. Investment timing alters technological trajectories. Musk's fortune reflects a shift from resource-based wealth to system-based wealth. Ownership of platforms outweighs ownership of commodities. Control over innovation cycles determines long-term dominance. Musk understood that the future economy would reward architects, not participants. His wealth is less liquid than it appears. Most of it exists as equity tied to performance and confidence. This creates fragility alongside power. Market sentiment becomes a systemic risk factor. However, Musk mitigated this through diversification across transformative sectors. Energy, transportation, space, and artificial intelligence reinforce one another. Failure in one area does not collapse the entire structure. This network effect stabilizes his financial empire. Musk's ascent marks a new era in wealth creation. The scale achieved was previously reserved for empires, not individuals. This forces a re-evaluation of capitalism's future structure. Strategic entrepreneurs now rival states in influence. Financial power is no longer confined to governments. Musk's wealth represents a blueprint rather than an anomaly. Others will attempt to replicate this model. Most will fail due to execution complexity. Timing, narrative control, and capital structure must align perfectly. Musk's success depended on extreme concentration of effort. Delegation was limited to execution, not vision. Centralized control accelerated decision-making. Speed became a competitive advantage. Regulatory friction was treated as a constraint to navigate, not an obstacle to surrender to. This approach reshaped entire regulatory landscapes. Musk's wealth is therefore inseparable from systemic disruption. His fortune reflects trust in his ability to redefine industries. Markets are betting on continued transformation. This makes his wealth dynamic rather than static. It expands and contracts with belief. Such power carries unprecedented responsibility. Decisions made by one individual now affect millions. This concentration of influence challenges traditional governance models. The world has entered an era where financial power and technological control merge. Musk stands at the center of this convergence. His story is not simply about money. It is about leverage over the future. The scale of his wealth signals a structural shift in global economics. Individual actors now shape macroeconomic outcomes. This reality will define the next phase of capitalism. Musk's fortune is both a symbol and a warning. It demonstrates what is possible under modern financial systems. It also exposes the risks of extreme concentration. Understanding this wealth means understanding the future of power. Elon Musk did not just become the richest human in history. he redefined what wealth itself represents in the modern world.